What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy Kevin to on YouTube shit. Hey man, we are Let's do this, man. Turn. Today, it's a motherfucking day. Check hood outside. Big Crip in the gang. Check hood outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia do your thing, and Texas stand the fuck up. Each day is a new day to be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring you down, I'll say back. Never let somebody tell you you are, but also put yourself in the position you don't belong. Stay humble, let's go on a revolution on this moment. Keep Yahweh first. Coming to you as a black Hebrew Israelite, as a real Jew. We out here. Alright. Boom. Today, it's a motherfucking day. Check hood outside. Big Crip in the gang, check hood outside shit, man. Alright, gang. Floyd, money on Mayweather. It's crazy, man. One of my bros is actually like one of Floyd Mayweather like prodigies, like as at boxing. Like that's crazy. I grew up with this nigga. I used to always slap box this nigga, and my homeboy showed me that his cousin was like training with Floyd Mayweather. They took pictures with him, everything. You never know who you might run into in this world. It's a small world. Shout out to my bro. I forgot. Shout out to my bro. My boy who told me about it named Adrian. You know what I'm saying? So, he showed me the videos and everything. He acted real talk. He actually like his motherfucking prodigy. Shit crazy. But they trying to say Floyd money on Mayweather is going broke. Which I can barely believe that. This motherfucker done made millions upon millions off of boxing. You know what I'm saying? These mega deal fights. But you never know what can happen in life. People can go bankrupt. People can be up one day, down the next day. You know what I'm saying? Go on a whole fucking spending spree and don't invest your money on right, and then boom, shit can happen. So, in this video, we're going to talk about Stephen A. Smith, Logan Paul, and Mike Tyson. They are all going to be main factors in this video, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, when they said Floyd Mayweather couldn't read, you know how hard it is to make millions upon millions dollars not able to read. Like, come on, man. Like, crip, nigga. Like, he must have some good ass fucking lawyers in them fucking contract meetings. But yeah, man. You know, I love seeing a black man succeed. You know, no matter how he acts after he gets the money on. You know, it's just like now I don't like is motherfuckers who cooning and buffooning. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping black people down. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you support each other and win, you know, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, so we got this video, man. Cause we don't see Mike Tyson go broke. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, but he back up them M&Ms. So hey, we never know. Let's get to these videos. Shout out to Box News, man. I've been hearing this going around a lot that Floyd Mayweather is going bankrupt or some shit. Man, this nigga is almost a billionaire. I want to know how. So, we finna get into this bit.
I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
This is a beautiful house, my man. How many square feet is this?
A little bit over 20,000 square feet. 3 or 4 levels?
Money Mayweather, seems appropriate that you would be living in Vegas.
My mentality is always about, working smarter, not harder.
Floyd Money Mayweather was once the epitome of boxing success and financial prowess, but recent revelations suggest a different story. Stephen A. Smith questions the stability of Mayweather's empire. Could the undefeated champ be facing his toughest opponent yet? Financial ruin. Let's break down the $402 million scandal that's shaking the boxing world.
The $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we on ESPN. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. It's close to $15 million. You're right. It's close to $15 million.
And you don't drive them.
No.
Floyd Mayweather has spent years branding himself as the highest paid athlete on the planet, boasting about $100 million paydays every time his name hits the headlines.
Yes, she did. Who got the highest gate? Floyd Mayweather. Who made the most money? You did. Who was the most accurate fighter of all time? You were. So it's basically saying that the greatest of all time. Okay. All right.
But now, one voice from the fight world is tearing
Floyd
that
Mayweather
entire
crazy.
narrative apart. Former UFC title contender and analyst Chael Sonnen is calling it one of the greatest illusions in sports marketing, suggesting that Mayweather's so-called 9-figure fight checks might have been nothing more than smoke and mirrors.
Coined this phrase.
I mean, Mike Tyson almost win, bro.
What does that even mean? You can trust the
They say
news.
he spend that money on quick as fuck.
People were dressed up as empty seats, and I mean,
So they ain't like niggas can't go broke.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there, and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And I go, it's not even close. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. This isn't. There's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real. Wow. And then Mayweather, remember, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the checks.
So while Mayweather flashed watches, jets, and bank slips, the hard financial proof, according to Sonnen, never actually surfaced. No broadcast partner, no third-party verification, just headlines.
Whoever puts that press release and sends it out never has a company that's publicly traded had an executive back those numbers. They're all lies.
And this raises a brutal question. Was Mayweather's empire built on actual checks, or just hype, ego, and PR magic?
Nah, he made a lot of
Sonnen
money
isn't
on
alone
it.
either, with financial lawsuits, unpaid jewelry bills, and the crypto scam lawsuit haunting his name. The money brand seems to be leaking from all sides. Floyd Mayweather has always been the face of untouchable wealth in boxing, the man who turned luxury into a lifestyle, turning his nickname Money into an entire identity. But behind the private jets and million-dollar shopping sprees, the cracks in that image are beginning to show, and they're showing faster than anyone expected. Mayweather is broke, but no one's openly saying it yet, except his old rivals. Even Oscar De La Hoya, a longtime rival turned reluctant supporter, couldn't ignore what's unfolding. De La Hoya, who has often defended Mayweather in public, was recently forced to admit the reality.
But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
What the fuck? Damn.
Coming from a promoter who knows both sides of boxing's business, De La Hoya's words weren't just criticism. They sounded more like a financial obituary. The jewelry lawsuit, asset rumors, and a long line of exhibition fights. All signs that Mayweather's so-called billion-dollar empire isn't as bulletproof as the public believed. And the fact that De La Hoya, someone who once stood on the opposite side of the ring, is now offering sympathy instead of rivalry, that speaks louder than any bank statement. But the irony in all of this is that Mayweather didn't stay silent either. While De La Hoya publicly paints a picture of sympathy, Floyd made sure the world remembered the real business history between them. When it comes to money and loyalty, Mayweather has long hinted that De La Hoya wasn't exactly the cleanest operator behind closed doors.
We helped build this guy up. He was fighting on my undercard. He was the co-main. We helped build this guy up. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya do? You know what Mr. Loyal Oscar De La Hoya do? I'm sorry, Mr. Disloyal Oscar De La Hoya do? He take him right over to HBO and cut a deal with HBO. And when he cut the deal, he got money, but I bet Canelo didn't see none. But these are the things that people don't know about in the sport of boxing.
For a man man who built his reputation on flaunting wealth, this wasn't just about Canelo or old business. This was Mayweather hinting at a pattern of hidden deals, unspoken payouts, and financial games behind the scenes. The same financial games now surfacing in lawsuits, unpaid debts, and quiet asset sales. And it's not just financial experts and retired champions raising eyebrows at Mayweather's empire. Even fighters from his own generation and opponents who stood across from him have started pulling the mask off. Logan Paul, who shared the ring with Mayweather, is still chasing a payday that, according to him, mysteriously vanished after the fight, and his frustration didn't hold back any punches.
No, I got paid. I got paid. It's not in full. Like, a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no jet. Fuck, dude. I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. We'll see you in court. The art is happening. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you. We're coming for your millions and the last thing you change.
A court case, missing millions, and another crack in the money Mayweather.
These crackers always want to try to take somebody money on.
With a financial hunt, and Logan isn't the only name hinting
No,
that
fucking
the
made so
numbers
much money
behind
off this
Floyd's
shit.
fortune might not be adding up. When even the fighters are forced to chase their payouts through the courtroom, it leaves one question off the table. Is Mayweather's financial empire already running on fumes? But even as Logan Paul moved forward with his lawsuit, claiming Mayweather never paid his full share for their fight, Floyd didn't stay silent. Instead, he responded in classic Mayweather fashion, flipping the blame back onto the business and brushing the whole scandal off like it was nothing more than loose change.
Right away. Just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when a table's turned.
That's a fact.
How many years they've been owing us money? But we don't never trip. So now when the table's turned, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
Mayweather's calm dismissal painted the lawsuit as nothing more than routine business.
So Logan Paul trying to sue Mayweather?
From unpaid opponents to jewelers filing lawsuits and rumors of asset
Damn.
sales. Floyd's financial fortress seems to be facing pressure from every direction, and no amount of smart moves can hide the growing list of people still waiting to be paid. Logan's breakdown pulls back the curtain on a business strategy most fans never see. For years, Mayweather wasn't just making money inside the ring. He was controlling the money around it. From scooping up entire ticket sections before they hit the public, to flipping them for massive profits, Floyd's hustle extended far beyond the fight night.
He is the promotional arm of his fights. It's why, in part, he makes so much money, because whereas a normal promotional company will take 30%, he is that. And so, oftentimes, for
So
his
he
fights,
gets the whole full
before the
cash.
tickets can go on sale to the public, or like right as they go on sale, he'll buy a whole wing, a whole section, and then he'll sell them at a higher price, marked up, so he can make,
Like all the floors, he takes all of them.
all of them, 3, 4, 5x, and it's part of his business.
On the surface, Logan even admitted the strategy itself wasn't illegal or unusual for someone running their own fight promotions. It was just business. But the real problem, according to him, wasn't about ticket flipping at all. It was about investors being left in the dark and millions of dollars vanishing once the seats were sold.
With this particular loss, he had an investor pay $1.4 million in total for this section, and the investor was promised that the seats would sell at I think a 7 to 8x multiple, and he expected a return on his investment, and sure enough, he didn't get his initial investment back. He strung along. He gets like 100K here and there, strung along, not getting paid. Now his investment allegedly is being rolled into Floyd's alleged fight with Manny Pacquiao, and so the investors being strung along on this thing, and eventually, like us, it's like, we're simply not getting paid in full. Like, we've been fucking dragged along for way too long now, and this guy finally filed a lawsuit against Floyd Mayweather. So that's the one that's actually active and pending, and then here we are.
What started as a smart business setup slowly spiraled into claims of false promises, unpaid returns, and now courtroom battles. Logan's words echo a pattern that's become hard to ignore. A growing list of fighters, investors, and partners still waiting for Mayweather to settle the bill. While Mayweather's public image continues to orbit around private jets and million-dollar shopping sprees, the cracks in that Money Mayweather empire have started surfacing. And this time, the accusations aren't coming from journalists or bitter ex-promoters. They're coming from the very people who stepped into the ring with him. Logan Paul, who shared one of the most watched exhibition fights of the decade against Mayweather, revealed that the real battle didn't end when the final bell rang. It began after the camera stopped rolling. And according to Logan,
He
the
whooped your
paycheck that was
motherfucking
promised
ass,
still
bitch.
hasn't arrived.
Or is that something that you can't disclose now?
He has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
Short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this one to court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you. Yeah, we're taking him to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
Yeah, see you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
The moment Logan's words hit the internet,
Always the white man trying to lock a nigga up and put a nigga in prison.
Crumble even further. This wasn't a bitter promoter or an old rival whispering in the shadows. This was a man who had stood in the same ring, shook the same hands, and signed the same contracts. Floyd Mayweather, always confident and unapologetically boasting about his lavish lifestyle, continues to remind everyone that no matter the public's opinion of him, his success remains undeniable. His words serve as a reminder of the wealth he's accumulated and the empire he's built through hard work and business acumen.
That takes care of everything when everything is okay. I still got my private jets. Let me put an S on that because I got 3 of them. I still got my private jets. I still have all my beautiful homes, still have all my properties everywhere, and still making millions every month.
These statements are more than just a flex. They're a testament to the fact that regardless of the challenges he's faced in and out of the ring, Mayweather has remained a financial force, one whose lifestyle continues to be the envy of many in the world of sports and beyond. While Floyd Mayweather continues to thrive financially and dominates the boxing scene, not everyone agrees with his recent choices. Critics, including Stephen A. Smith, have been vocal about his decision to take on exhibition fights against non-boxers, particularly the infamous matchup. In Smith's eyes, Floyd is risking his legendary status by stepping into the ring with people who don't belong there, diminishing the value of his career. For Smith, Mayweather's behavior is an example of chasing money at the expense of legacy.
When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match, all right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that, I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
While Smith acknowledges that Floyd's ability to generate income is unmatched, he criticizes the idea of giving attention to fights that don't showcase true boxing talent. In his view, these exhibition matches with people like Logan Paul, who have no real boxing background, tarnish Mayweather's legacy and undermine the sport's integrity. Stephen A. believes Floyd has nothing left to prove and should focus on preserving his legendary status rather than indulging in fights that make headlines but don't contribute to his legacy in the ring.
Yeah, like the ones he do in the motherfucking China and shit. If you go against the Chinese motherfuckers, they get easy W's, but
doors. The man who once counted his millions on camera, flaunting cash like confetti, is now surrounded by lawsuits, unpaid debts, and whispers of a financial empire collapsing from the inside out. For years, Mayweather convinced the world he was untouchable. The king of pay-per-view, the master of luxury, the man who turned boxing into a billion-dollar business. But what if the money was never really there? What if the private jets, the diamond chains, and the flashy bank slips were nothing more than props in the greatest financial illusion the fight world has ever seen?
Man, and it's crazy, but it's happening. Yeah, 50 Cent is pretty much exposing the fact that Floyd Mayweather is having issues, but it was not 50 that started it. It was actually Business Insider.
They got Floyd here. It says Floyd Mayweather is stepping into Manhattan's multi-family ring in a big way. The retired boxer has gone into a contract to pay $420 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio with more than 60 buildings, according to sources familiar to the deal. Josh Gotti of Black Spruce Management is the seller, and Black Spruce Magazine declined comment. It says also here that the investor partnered with Maynard Orchard on a $1.8 billion deal for 1,766 units spanning 6 rental buildings and in acquisition of the American Cooper Building, twin luxury towers in Murray Hills with the view of the East River.
The $402 million scam isn't just a headline, it's a warning. Behind the designer suits and staged Instagram photos, the truth about Floyd's so-called fortune is starting to surface. And this time, no amount of PR can save the money brand from bankruptcy. And if you think the $402 million scandal was the end of the story, think again. The deeper this rabbit hole goes, the uglier the truth looks for Floyd Mayweather. Behind all the Instagram filters and private jet photo ops, the real Floyd might just be another victim of his own ego. A man so obsessed with looking rich, he forgot to stay rich. And when Stephen A. Smith starts questioning your financial reality on national TV, it's no longer just haters talking. It's a clear sign the walls are closing in. Floyd Mayweather didn't just sell fights, he sold the dream of untouchable wealth. But the moment you peel away the flashy watches and staged bank slips, all that's left is a man running out of time, out of luck, and, by the looks of these lawsuits, out of money. The $402 million scam wasn't just a bad business move. It might have been the final nail in the coffin for the Money Mayweather myth. What do you think? Is Mayweather's money empire finally falling apart, or has he been playing the world all along? Share your thoughts in the comments section.
Shout out to Fighters Corner.
Grand Theft Auto, as you can see. So I want you people to walk with me.
Floyd said he ain't broke.
Open it up from both sides. This side. Hey, you want money? Floyd today, because we always hear on the news Floyd's hurting for money, or people start rumors. You don't want to get into that, but it's not true.
No, Floyd gets a 7-figure check every month for the rest of his life. Stop it.
Thank you,
And
Leonard.
he got 9 figures in the bank.
Riches is short term. Wealth is long term.
Floyd Mayweather recently addressed and dismissed rumors about his financial status during an Instagram live session. In the live broadcast, he emphatically stated, "I ain't broke." This declaration was aimed at countering circulating claims suggesting he might be facing bankruptcy.
Well, I bought myself on my contract for $750,000, and in just 3 fights, I made $750 million.
So would you say that was maybe the biggest point in your career?
I think
Because you had the talent, you had all of that.
I think the best thing about my career was I'm my own boss. That I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I rolled the dice, and to become great at whatever you want to do, you got to roll the dice and take a chance on yourself.
But Mayweather, known for his substantial earnings from boxing and various business ventures, has consistently showcased his wealth through social media, often highlighting his luxurious lifestyle and investments. His recent statement serves to reaffirm his financial stability and counter any narrative suggesting otherwise.
If somebody right now in here hit the lottery, the first thing they're gonna say is give it all to me, because they don't know no better. Because rich and wealth is two different things. When you're rich for a short period of time. Rich is short term. Wealth is long term. You can have 100 million, but if you don't got no game plan, it's gonna be gone. So if I didn't know what I know now, if they gave me $100 million when I was young, I probably off. But with a lot of time, a lot of experience, being around the right people, I knew about balance. I knew what I wanted in life. So even like
When I get like Monday, I got a wire coming for another $20 million. But I don't get moved by the money no more.
Floyd Mayweather has amassed almost over $1.1 billion throughout his illustrious boxing career, with standout earnings from bouts against Conor McGregor, $300 million, and Manny Pacquiao, $250 million. Beyond the ring, he claims to generate approximately $300 million monthly through strategic investments, notably in real estate. A pivotal move in 2006 saw him invest $750,000 to exit his top-ranked contract, subsequently earning $750 million from major fights. His diversified portfolio includes luxury properties, high-end vehicles, and ventures like Mayweather Promotions and the Money Team brand, solidifying his status as one of the wealthiest athletes globally.
If everybody claiming that I'm not that sharp and I'm not that smart, then why should I give you guys my business plan? Right? Why you want to know? Why should I reveal my business plan? It's obvious if I've been a multi-millionaire and made over $1 billion by the time I was 40, I made over $1.2 billion with no endorsement deals, independent. So it's obvious I got some type of remedy or I know what I'm doing.
Mayweather has openly discussed his relationships with billionaire friends, emphasizing how their success inspired his own financial ambitions. In a conversation with Snoop Dogg, Mayweather recounted telling his wealthy peers, "It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it." This mindset propelled him to seek not just wealth, but lasting financial independence.
Mayweather got so much assets.
I was more like
Between overseas and this
it's cool to
and
come over your house, but I need a house like this. Yeah. It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. It's cool to ride on your jet, but I want a jet like that. And I said, no, I don't want to ride on yours. You show me how to get it. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it. Because once they show me how to get it, then I can install it in my children. Then it trickles down.
It's a bloodline thing.
Yes. So it's about wealth. You know, I'm no longer rich, I'm wealthy.
Mayweather also highlighted a meeting with Warren Buffett, referring to him as the original founder of the Money Team, and noting their discussion on transforming $100 million into $1 billion. He draws parallels between his post-retirement ventures and the continued endeavors of billionaires, asserting that if they can keep building wealth into their later years.
You brought Warren Buffett up. He still lives in the house that he grew up in. But he said the only thing I have to have as a billionaire, I gotta have a private jet.
That's not what Warren Buffett got. So me and Warren Buffett is sitting down like this in a dressing room one time. Right before one of my fights, I'm talking to him. I'm talking about the jets. I'm talking about my jets. At that particular time, I think I had 2 jets at that time. The next thing you know, this man tell me he got, I think, 540 jets. He had like 500 or some jets. So he really showing out.
Yeah.
Mayweather has long emphasized the importance of learning from his billionaire peers to build lasting wealth. In a conversation with Snoop Dogg, he recounted telling his affluent friends, "It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it." This mindset propelled him to seek not just wealth, but financial independence.
I didn't understand because when I signed my deal, I was only a teenager. When a teenager getting that type of money, you're a kid. You don't know no better. So with age, I grew and understood the business part. And once I said, I'm no longer going to be just an athlete. I'm going to be a businessman. See, a lot of the fighters right now in boxing, they're just fighters. I'm a businessman.
Speculations suggesting Floyd Mayweather is broke have circulated online, fueled by allegations of unpaid taxes, lawsuits, and claims from public figures like 50 Cent. Critics point to his lavish spending, including private jets, luxury cars, and multi-million-dollar mansions, as signs of unsustainable finances. However, no credible evidence confirms that Mayweather is actually bankrupt. In fact, he has publicly denied these claims, asserting on Instagram Live that he is still financially strong. With earnings exceeding over $1 billion from boxing and ongoing business ventures in real estate and promotions, most experts believe the rumors are exaggerated or unfounded.
What the hell is going on with Floyd Mayweather, man?
Man, do he got money or not? I don't know what's going on.
I'm lost.
Man, I seen, I think Stephen A. was talking about he was bankrupt.
See, I know he came out with this commercial talking about he just invested in this deal that's worth like $402 million that's dealing with 60 apartment buildings.
Yeah, I heard the nigga bought that in New York.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so he walking down the street of New York, but yeah, I own that one. I own that one.
I've seen that too.
So some people reached out to the agencies that he's connected with about this deal, and they said no comment.
But
say something. I got a question. Niggas is nosy for no reason. Nosy as hell. What?
That is true.
What I'm reaching out to these people about they deal for?
You want to talk to you about the Floyd Mayweather dude? They say his name ain't on no paperwork or nothing.
I seen him somewhere on something. He look like a bum.
Floyd?
He was looking like a bum, acting like he ain't shaved in months.
Oh, yeah, I seen that too.
Damn, they talking crazy about that nigga.
Yeah.
I don't know where the money went to.
Exactly.
Despite his financial success, reports have surfaced suggesting that Mayweather faced significant financial challenges. One of the most notable issues was his $22.2 million debt to the IRS, which played a pivotal role in his decision to come out of retirement and take on exhibition fights.
Well, there may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break until the fight, the end of August. Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, pay taxes. Usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
Records indicate that Mayweather had unresolved tax liens from previous years, including a $7.2 million debt from 2010. In a petition to the U.S. tax court, Mayweather argued that while he possessed substantial assets, they were primarily illiquid, making immediate payment challenging. He sought to defer payment until after his 2017 fight with Conor McGregor, anticipating that the earnings would cover his tax obligation.
But it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Floyd Mayweather's financial controversies extend beyond tax issues, revealing a pattern of legal disputes and questionable dealings. In 2015, he was sued for failing to pay $1.4 million on a $3 million diamond necklace having ceased payments after an initial $1 million deposit and 6 subsequent installments. Mayweather addressed past tax issues during a press conference with Conor McGregor, where he presented an uncashed $100 million check, asserting his financial security and dismissing concerns about his wealth.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep.
Right, Floyd not take out his own jets?
Floyd's got 3.
Oh, yeah.
So Floyd's got some money, and he got
tax problems. That's what he's got. Oh, no.
Hey, Floyd.
That's heavy. That's heavy.
It's hard to get out from underneath that.
Okay, Roy, it is. Especially when I'm on top of you.
During a 2017 press conference promoting his bout with Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather addressed rumors about his financial status by dramatically producing an uncashed $100 million check, his guaranteed purse from his 2015 fight against Manny Pacquiao. This gesture aimed to counter claims of financial distress and unpaid taxes. Mayweather asserted that he had already paid $26 million to the IRS for 2015 and questioned the validity of the ongoing scrutiny. Despite this, reports indicated that he had petitioned the IRS for a temporary reprieve, citing liquidity issues, and later settled a tax liability of over $6.6 million for 2017.
He's like the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, the UFC.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was undefeated. I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated, and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys tell me something new. If you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA,
What do you
I mean, if you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made $300 million in one night? Have you ever made $100 million in one night? Have you ever made $70 million in one night? So, for us trying to say that he's the Floyd Mayweather MMA, I mean, it's okay to just to say it, but it's not true. I'm a legend, a living legend. You know, I gave just water boxing. I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. Had a tremendous team, had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for Conor McGregor to go out there and do what he and do what he do. But never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect. I mean, once again,
That's crazy.
I'm an elephant. Elephant don't
That nigga said that's total
You know,
disrespect.
elephant is so large you don't even see hands.
Mayweather's evolution from pretty boy to Money Mayweather was a deliberate strategy that transformed him into boxing's premier attraction. By adopting a flamboyant persona marked by ostentatious displays of wealth and provocative trash talk, he positioned himself as a polarizing figure. This approach captivated audiences, drawing in both fans eager to see him win and critics hoping for his defeat. The anticipation surrounding his bouts translated into record-breaking pay-per-view sales, such as his 2015 fight against Manny Pacquiao, which generated over 4.4 million buys and more than $400 million in domestic revenue.
This is Money Mayweather, not Pretty Boy Floyd. You see, in boxing, usually people have like an alter ego, the character they play. He had to change his character from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money because Pretty Boy Floyd had a problem. You need to listen. Now, the problem was he was tiny. But more than that, his hands were tiny. Now, I don't know much about JB, but I know he ain't big. And then boy got the same frame. That's twinning him. Now, let me be more specific. It wasn't his hands so much that were tiny. It's that they were brittle. It's believed to be genetic because his dad broke his hand and his uncle broke his hand. Yeah, they were all boxers and them boys could throw hands. But that does not mean he had it easy. You see, his dad sold a bunch of stuff and his mom did a bunch of stuff. So to escape his traumatic childhood, all he would do is train day in and day out. He said, I had to take care of my mom. But he trained so much because it's all he knew that his hands started to hurt. Now, during a match, he breaks his hand. It turns out that both of his hands were severely injured. They told him, Floyd, you not boxing anymore. He said, nah, I'm finna box. They said, no, you're not hearing me. The problem is you already beat everybody your size. Listen, Floyd had a bigger issue. He needed to start boxing people that were way bigger than him because everybody his size couldn't hang with him. So if his hands were breaking against smaller guys, against bigger guys, he better have no arms. So Mayweather's team said we need to switch things up. This dude, Mayweather's promoter, said switch things. What now? Everything's saying the same, stupid. He said unless y'all got $750K to exit your contract, it's done. Mayweather said here. He said what? I don't pay you that much. Mayweather said I've been saving up for this day. He said oh, okay, big dog, you got it. So they devised a plan. Go from Pretty Boy to Money. See, Pretty Boy loved to throw hands, but Money was a defensive specialist. In fact, he's easily considered as the greatest defensive boxer of all time. But that wasn't the only reason he changed his name. Look at that man's face. Mayweather was known to talk smack and aggravate people, but this made things even worse because now he's blocking and running away. So people was like, you doing all this talking, but you running. But as he's moving away, he's throwing in some hits here and there. And before you know, when the fight's over, he lands so many more hits that he always wins. So people would always say, Mayweather, you boring. You not throwing hands for real. But his reply was always, nah, do something about it. So people lost it. They started paying to see him lose. But this strategy was none other than Muhammad Ali's strategy. In his words, he would talk so much trash that people would pay to see him lose. And they would get disappointed every time. So they would come back next time and spend some more money. But the only person winning is Muhammad Ali. So this turns Mayweather into one of the richest athletes of all time. Why? Because of his brittle hands. So don't let anyone ever tell you you can't do something.
Mayweather's self-promotion extended beyond the ring. He leveraged media appearances and reality TV, notably HBO's 24/7, to showcase his lavish lifestyle and training regimen, further fueling public interest. By controlling his narrative and embracing the role of the antagonist, Mayweather ensured that his fights were must-see events, solidifying his status as a marketing powerhouse in the sports world. Mayweather has consistently dismissed criticism by attributing it to jealousy, asserting that detractors are simply jealous of his unparalleled success. In a 2022 interview, he questioned, "When you say I'm jealous of somebody, there has to be a reason. It has to be a reason for me to be jealous, like what is the reason?" He further emphasized his achievements, stating, "I still got all my buildings in New York City. I got 100 cars paid for. I got 30 houses paid for." Mayweather's unapologetic display of wealth and confidence has been a hallmark of his public persona. He believes that his flamboyant lifestyle is a testament to his hard work and dedication, remarking, "I fought my way from poverty to the top. I deserve to live an incredible lifestyle."
Okay, that's the best fight in the calendar. But then Mayweather and Conor McGregor just their personalities. They came with this crazy energy and a press tour, and it just diverted attention away. So he has done it before, but now he's being accused of doing it to his own fighter by the fighter himself, possibly because, again, it was subliminal, and then that's what people are thinking. So Floyd responds to this, and he says, as far as me being jealous of anyone, and I'm not talking about my fighters, I mean, God has truly blessed me and put me in a position to be able to give back to my fighters. If giving back is jealousy, then that's what it is. Fighters and individuals are going to feel like they want to feel. And my job is to always be a bigger person and continue to stay positive and push for my fighters to be great.
Yeah.
So you see right there, Floyd Mayweather decided to take the high road, and, you know, he's not going to engage in some back and forth with one of his fighters. That's what it sounds like to me. You know, if you guys feel something different, you guys let me know in the comment section. But, you know, it is what it is.
Floyd Mayweather's displays of wealth have drawn criticism from various quarters. Boxing legend Mike Tyson remarked that Mayweather is a little too into himself, suggesting that such behavior can come off as arrogance rather than confidence. Tyson further criticized Mayweather for claiming to be greater than Muhammad Ali, calling him delusional and a very small, scared man.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody.
I've been knowing that shit. It's all a race.
Maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world. You know, it's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as.
Nobody want to see niggas win these days. Niggas, they ain't winning. They don't give a fuck. So they think this is.
He's gonna realize what life is all about, what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them, and sometimes
ain't got none of them.
They're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have. You know, sometimes we want to have glorious, glamorous friends.
Additionally, some observers argue that Mayweather's constant flaunting of wealth, especially during times of economic hardship for many, can be perceived as insensitive. For instance, his social media posts showcasing private jets and stacks of cash have been met with backlash, with fans labeling him as insecure and suggesting he still craves validation. Such criticisms highlight the fine line between confidence and perceived arrogance, especially when public figures display their affluence amidst widespread financial struggles.
People are entitled to judge me for what they hearsay. Okay. Making assumptions. Just because I never came out and said, "Oh, let me explain," I don't have to explain that to nobody. Only people that I feel like I have to explain something to is my children and my relation, and because at the end of the day, only God can judge me.
That's a fact.
Let's go back to where it all started. You grew up in Grand Rapids,
yes,
Michigan. Your father was a fighter. Your uncle was a fighter.
Both uncles.
Both uncles were fighters. So it was almost like you was like destined. It was predetermined. You were ordained to be a fighter.
Yes. That's all I knew.
How do you perceive Mayweather's public displays of wealth? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's discuss.
You might got one more. We got Mike Tyson speaking on the Floyd Mayweather.
I was just watching it and it blew my mind.
It's just that simple.
I understand hard times and I understand good times. And, you know, in life, they have to come. You're going to have to deal with both of them because that's what life consists of, good times and bad times.
Hey, you have any advice for Mayweather? He's spending a lot of money right now.
Have a ball.
Enjoy it, huh?
Mine up front. None on the back end, huh? Why get money on the back end? That's for pay-per-view. Oh, yeah. But for the anything, you got to give me my money up front. You got any exhibitions coming up soon?
During a live interview with Stephen A. Smith, Mike Tyson openly criticized Floyd Mayweather, calling him arrogant and saying that he might be financially unstable. Tyson expressed strong disapproval of Mayweather's behavior, stating that he's too obsessed with himself and completely detached from reality. According to Tyson, Mayweather's arrogance and ignorance are not only off-putting, but also damaging to his image and legacy. The former heavyweight champion didn't hold back, pointing out that success in the ring doesn't excuse a lack of humility or
And
awareness.
Mike Tyson would know because he went broke fast as
self-centered
fuck.
and constantly flaunting wealth doesn't equate
After,
to true greatness.
everything he retired
The
and
interview
shit.
quickly stirred reactions, with fans shocked by Tyson's directness. It's clear Tyson believes respect should come from how one carries themselves outside the ring, not just victories inside it. His comments added another layer to the ongoing tension between the two boxing icons, fueling public debate and media buzz.
He's a little into himself. He should be without the same way too, but reality some way. He has to put his head down guard. We're not fucking arrogant. We expect ignorant, not and arrogant. He cannot. Why I ask? Because I feel like Floyd looked like he growing up. He looked like every other fighter. He's a persona. His lifestyle was like growing up in the hood. He looked like Mike Tyson. Crip. You see now the jewelry, the flair. Like you was.
He was a hero. I didn't see that.
Mike Tyson had a few laughs as he shared his thoughts on Floyd Mayweather's latest exhibition fight. Watching Floyd take on a much bigger cruiserweight had Tyson raising eyebrows and cracking up. He questioned what Floyd was even doing in the ring with someone that size, saying it made no sense and looked more like a stunt than a real fight. Tyson admitted Floyd got through it, but advised him not to try anything like that again. He laughed, saying Floyd should just stick to guys his own weight if he wants to keep these exhibition fights going. In Tyson's eyes, the fight lacked any real effort or excitement. He even suggested Floyd go fight Manny Pacquiao again. At least, that would be a proper challenge and not some oversized mismatch. According to Tyson, Mayweather didn't make the cruiserweight work like an active fighter would. There was no pressure, no push, just a show. Tyson made it clear he thought the whole thing was silly and unnecessary. While he respects Floyd's legacy, he doesn't see the point in these kinds of exhibitions unless they actually mean something.
You seen the fight yesterday, champ?
The exhibition?
Exhibition. Facts. Super facts. It was, yep, the exhibition.
This exhibition, I think Floyd should keep on trying. I don't think he should fight a fucking cruiserweight, but I think he should continue fighting guys his weight. What the fuck is he doing, okay?
That was crazy. He did it. He got past it. Don't try it no more. And move on to something different. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Fight Pacquiao again or something. Keep in shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that was a
you should have, now that we're thinking now.
Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back when talking about Floyd Mayweather's exhibition fights. He made it clear that none of these opponents deserve to be in the same ring as Floyd, even if Floyd is not officially retired. Smith emphasized that this is not a movie where Floyd just shows up and wins easily.
Fight.
He said the idea that Mayweather can walk into the ring and dominate anyone just because of his name is unrealistic. According to Smith, Floyd should have done these exhibition fights strictly for the money and not with the mindset of preserving or boosting his legacy. These opponents, often lacking the skills or credentials to stand with Mayweather, make the fights seem
we should have got LeBron James versus Stephen A. Smith.
Believes that none of these matchups add to Floyd's career and instead make him look like he is chasing attention. He strongly believes Mayweather should have walked away while his legacy was untouchable.
Deserves to be in the ring with you, even if you are retired, even if it is for exhibition purposes. This is not a movie. This is not Rocky 3, where Rocky is going against Thunderbolt. Dude, that was his name.
Mike Tyson didn't hold back his frustration after hearing Floyd Mayweather's bold claims about being the greatest of all time. Floyd has often said that not even legends like Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson can compare to his legacy, which Tyson clearly disagrees with. To Tyson, these comments are not only arrogant, but completely disconnected from reality. He's expressed before that Floyd is too into himself, and this was just another example of that inflated ego. In response to Floyd's claims, Tyson fired back by saying Floyd is a scared man, a little scared man, living in delusions. Tyson explained that Mayweather seems to build his image around perfection, undefeated records, and money, but in doing so, He's lost touch with what truly matters in boxing: respect, legacy, and humility. Tyson didn't deny Floyd's talent, but he firmly believes that greatness isn't just about wins and stats. It's also about who you fought, how you carried yourself, and the impact you left on the sport. Tyson added that Mayweather needs to come to reality and stop pretending he's on a different level than legends like Ali. According to him, those comparisons are disrespectful and come from a place of insecurity rather than truth. Tyson's reaction wasn't just anger, it was disappointment. He believes Floyd has done enough in the sport to be respected, but constantly bragging and dismissing others only tarnishes his image in the eyes of real boxing fans and fellow legends.
Is Ali the same fighter that got beat by a fighter with 7 fights? Every time boxing come on, you don't bring up Muhammad Ali name. You don't bring up Mike Tyson name. You always bring up Floyd Mayweather name. What do you think about Floyd talking about Ali? He's very delusional. If he was anywhere near that realm of great Ali, he'd be able to take his shit to school by himself. Okay.
So we gonna get a Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson?
And you talking about he's great?
That'd be a good
Greatness
fight.
is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people. He can't take his kids alone to school by himself. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
Mike Tyson also offered some advice to Floyd Mayweather, commenting on how often Floyd is in the news for flaunting his wealth. Tyson acknowledged that Floyd might be dealing with a lot of hate, possibly because people are jealous of his success and constant bragging about money. However, Tyson warned that showing off too much can push people away. He pointed out that friends are important, and if Floyd continues to put his lifestyle above real relationships, he might end up alone. Tyson emphasized that friends aren't just for celebration. They're the ones who show up when life gets tough. He suggested that Floyd should focus more on keeping genuine people around him instead of just trying to impress the world. Tyson wasn't being harsh, just honest, urging Mayweather to value people over attention. According to him, loyalty and real connections matter more than all the flashy spending.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world, It's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about, what friends are all about. Realize that we only have a few of them.
Really ain't that many friends, man, because
they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have.
At one time, 50 Cent was one of Floyd Mayweather's closest friends. Their bond seemed strong, and Floyd even trusted 50 enough to ask him to look after his promotion company while he served time in jail. That level of trust showed how tight they were. But everything changed when Floyd got out. The tension began when Floyd reportedly refused to pay 50 Cent back for the money he had already invested in the promotion business. What started as a friendship rooted in loyalty quickly turned into a public feud, fueled by betrayal and money. It became clear that for Floyd, money started to matter more than people. The way he handled the situation made it seem like he believed money could fix or replace anything, even real friendships. He cut off one of his closest friends over financial issues, and that set a pattern. People around him started to see that once money was involved, Floyd didn't hesitate to walk away. It's sad because friendships like that don't come around often.
Yeah, it's sad.
But when money becomes everything, trust and loyalty can disappear fast.
Say whatever. It's like,
Floyd's choices showed how fame and wealth can change how you value the people who once stood by you.
He said something to me one time, very simple. He said, "What a prize fighter fight for."
You want to have friends around, but then they turn against you. So it's like, damn. We supposed to be friends, but
so it's okay for you to watch the fight. Don't nobody watch Floyd fight to see how amazing he is. They watch it for the opportunity to see him lose.
Right.
Because they don't like him. They don't like him because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no...
He just talk about money.
The people's champ, like Ali was standing for the same things.
Right.
The audience
Ali was,
he
was
doesn't
fighting
have
black
any...
people.
when you're starting out.
As far as the truth, he was fighting for black people as the truth.
It's just
but more
money.
I think Floyd just be getting niggas money.
You know what I'm saying?
He knows you don't like him.
50 Cent started revealing some details about Floyd Mayweather, hinting at their strained relationship. He shared that Mike Tyson once told him that he hated Mayweather and even considered fighting him. Tyson, known for his unfiltered opinions, apparently expressed his anger towards Floyd on several occasions. This adds another layer to the complicated dynamic between these two legendary figures in the boxing world. Tyson's dislike for Floyd is well known, and this revelation only fuels the tension that seems to exist between the two, with Floyd's larger-than-life persona often clashing with Tyson's no-nonsense attitude.
This is some real shit. Mike Tyson called me. Floyd was getting ready to go to jail. We at the M Casino. Mike Tyson said, "Come here, let me talk to you for a second." 50, he pulled me outside the door. The nigga pushed the door. Then the door opened. He came outside. He said, "Yo, I used to hate that nigga." The nigga voice changed. It got deep. You know how Mike Tyson is like, yeah. He all the way up here, Tim. He all the way up here. The nigga said, yo, I used to hate that nigga. I said, oh shit. So I said,
I know it's a lot of niggas who hate me.
Right? I'm thinking I might have to.
Boy, I know it's a lot of niggas who hate me.
Look at this shit.
Boy, I know it's a lot of niggas who hate me. I already know it.
He pointed to a fucking Cadillac. It was the shit was fly. It was a Cadillac.
Me and Floyd Mayweather got something in common, right? Sure, I know it's a lot of niggas who hate me, nigga.
Cadillac, right? He going, look at me, 50. I'm in a fucking Cadillac. He said, yo, I broke my TV every time that nigga fought.
While Mike Tyson has praised Floyd Mayweather for his exceptional boxing skills and the incredible career he's built, his feelings about Floyd's persona outside the ring are quite
me
different.
and Floyd almost the same. We just
Tyson respects Floyd's talent in the ring, but is critical of the way Mayweather carries himself with constant bragging and his focus on money, which Tyson feels doesn't reflect the essence of boxing.
But I do think I'm the greatest.
He emphasized that while Floyd's wealth is undeniable, it has nothing to do with his achievements in the sport itself. In a candid conversation, Tyson mentioned, "This is what I don't like about him." He admitted that despite their differences, Floyd's dedication to boxing is undeniable. Tyson revealed that even though Mayweather retired, he never truly left the gym, describing it as Floyd's. It was clear from Tyson's words that, despite the animosity, he respects Floyd's relentless work ethic. Tyson also acknowledged Floyd's reputation as one of the best, pointing to his hard work as the key to his success. Tyson recognized that it's tough to achieve greatness in the sport without dedication, and Floyd's commitment to the gym is what makes him exceptional, even if Tyson doesn't always agree with his approach to life outside of boxing.
But is Floyd overrated, or is he one of the best ever?
He's one of the best.
What is it about him?
What's so great about Floyd?
What is the thing?
The gym.
Yeah, it just works.
Mike Tyson also praised Floyd Mayweather for his performance against Conor McGregor, acknowledging the skill and power Floyd showed even after his retirement. He respected the fact that Floyd, despite being older and out of the professional boxing circuit, was able to step back into the ring and still dominate. Tyson highlighted Floyd's ability to take punches and deliver them with precision, proving he still has what it takes. He admired Floyd's conditioning and control during the fight, especially considering McGregor's reputation for striking. For Tyson, it was a moment that showed Floyd's greatness in boxing intelligence, even post-retirement.
He never really had a boxing match in his life, right? He didn't have a boxing match, right? He went 10 rounds with the greatest fighter in the last 100 years of boxing.
Yo, Conor's a big...
Think about no. You're not listening to me. You don't understand what I'm saying. Yeah. He went 10 rounds, scored punches on the greatest fighter in the last 100 years. Did he do something? Did he accomplish something? A star? See, people ain't look at people. They want to see the black guy beat the white guy. They just want to see it. But look what he had to fight against. And look what he did when he fought against it.
Floyd Mayweather used to just stand in front of the back, right? Just like that, 40 minutes. Throw a couple hooks.
George Foreman too. It's just the bell. That's how it works out. Get the sweat.
He used to break the bags though.
Yeah.
He used to knock them down.
Yeah, heavy puncher.
The heaviest?
Yeah.
See, I thought that was you.
I can't match somebody's powers who's that big and that much mass. You know, the only thing that allowed me to be excited because I threw it faster than the other guys.
How did you explode like that? Was that natural?
No, nothing's natural. Nothing about me natural. Only my desire to win was natural. I had a great teacher.
Did he instill that desire in you, your coach?
No, only you can do that.
Yeah.
You're born with it and somebody can elicit it out of you.
Floyd Mayweather has also expressed admiration for Mike Tyson, acknowledging him as a legend who paved the way for fighters like himself. Floyd respects what Tyson brought to the sport and often calls him a legendary champion. However, Floyd also makes it clear that times have changed. He believes the era of past boxing legends has ended, and now it's the Floyd Mayweather era. In his view, his undefeated record, business acumen, and dominance have set a new standard. Even Gervonta "Tank" Davis, someone Floyd has mentored, hinted that Mayweather finds it hard to let any other fighter shine above him. Tank suggested that Floyd wants to remain the centerpiece and isn't comfortable with another fighter surpassing his legacy. This dynamic reflects both Floyd's self-confidence and the competitive tension among top fighters, even those within his own circle. Floyd's respect for legends like Tyson exists, but only to a point. Floyd Mayweather addresses criticism by questioning why people are so concerned with his actions and lifestyle. He finds it unnecessary that others constantly focus on what he's doing, especially when he doesn't interfere in anyone else's business.
Floyd, man.
To him, the attention and the end judgment are more about envy or obsession than genuine concern. He believes that everyone should focus on their own lives instead of investing energy into criticizing his choices.
Hate
For
my
Floyd,
ass. They like,
living
damn,
on his own terms is what
this nigga
matters,
in this position,
and he expects
and
others
he's
to
doing
respect
this.
that space just as he
I
allows
know I'm
others
better
to
than
live
this
freely
nigga. I'm
without
bigger and
interference.
stronger and more powerful. Why the fuck he doing this? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
People are
I know
always
it,
in my
bro.
fucking business, worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is
I know niggas
doing,
hate
what
my
Floyd
ass
ain't doing,
with a
what I
passion.
do got, what I don't got. Just know, I'ma stay in my lane. I ain't gonna fuck with nobody, and I don't want nobody fucking with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I'd take 10 more watches. But then I say, fuck it. If I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs $18 million. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? For you motherfucking haters today, I'm going to go fuck off $50,000 because I ain't got shit else to do.
Okay.
Money made. All motherfucking
Floyd Mayweather's car
See, that's why
collection
they
is a
mad,
testament
Floyd.
to
You
his
just,
extravagant lifestyle.
I think they want a little
Estimated
bit more,
value of $40 million.
I ain't gonna care, they want a little bit more,
prized possessions is the ultra-rare Koenigsegg
you know what I'm saying?
CCXR
Like,
Trevita,
encouragement.
valued
Like,
at $4.8
I
million,
don't know, nigga, I can see
one of
why
only
niggas
two
mad.
ever
But at the same
produced.
time, it's yours.
His fleet includes
Nigga, you
multiple
earned it.
Bugatti Veyrons in various color schemes: red, black, silver, white, and white, each costing between $1.4 million and $3.5 million.
You do whatever the fuck you want to.
Mayweather
Talk
also
however
owns
the
a
fuck you want
Bugatti
to about your
Chiron,
shit. It's yours.
priced at approximately $3.5 million. His collection features several Bentleys, including the Mulsanne and multiple Rolls-Royce Phantoms, some customized with his money logo. He has been known to purchase identical models in different colors, maintaining fleets of all-white and all-black vehicles at his residences. Mayweather has acknowledged that he doesn't drive all his cars, stating it's impossible to use them all himself. Beyond automobiles, Mayweather's lavish spending includes purchasing a $20 million property in New York City as a Christmas gift for his 3-year-old grandson. Such expenditures underscore his penchant for opulence and a desire to showcase his wealth publicly.
Floyd Mayweather's rarest cars. First, we have his Bugatti Veyron 16.4. This one's going for about $1 million. His Ferrari Enzo going for about $2 million. His Lamborghini Murcielago going for about $500,000. His Bentley Mulsanne going for about $300K. He owns at least 29 Rolls-Royce Phantoms, and each of these are about $450,000. He also has a Bentley golf car going for about $30,000. And lastly, we have his Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita. This one's going for about $5 million.
Floyd Mayweather responds to criticism by pointing out everything he's accomplished and still owns. From luxury cars to mansions, jewelry, and wealth, he sees no reason to explain himself to anyone. He stands firm in his belief that people either find motivation in his success or choose to hate on it.
Yeah.
Flaunting his collection of Ferraris, Rolls Royces,
it's motivation for me, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily materialistic value, because all that shit, when you die, that shit goes nowhere. Just another nigga that hate
it's
you.
all about mindset.
Just the motivation to be like, I can be the best, and
makes
no apologies make my dreams come true.
The money I still got, the jewels I still got, the cars I still got, the mansions I still got. You either motivated or you hate it. Either or, it doesn't matter.
I'm motivated.
Walk with me, let's talk.
I mean, I don't care about the materialistic shit because that shit comes and goes. But you know what I'm saying? Just to see you win is motivation enough.
I got 7 Rolls Royces right here. I like to call it Lucky 7. So you either motivated or you hate it. My lifestyle, money man. I'm the money man. Remember that.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned.
I'm just happy to see a black man winning at the end of the day. Alright, back. So y'all see from that video, man, it's just like, it's a whole bunch of lawsuits going on. A whole bunch of lawsuits. A whole bunch of niggas who mad because he getting money on. He flexing his money on niggas who, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you flex your money on niggas and say you the best and this and that, niggas gonna get mad instantly. You know what I'm saying? They say he put like $470 million into like an apartment complex, and then and somehow he not even owning that bitch. So they trying to say he got scammed out of that, and that's the reason he going broke. But like I said, man, you know, you got all them damn cars and jewelry, nigga. You never broke. You know what I'm saying? You always can sell that shit and come back up. And he was just not, and he had a video saying he not going broke and he can spend all that money on. So it's like, you know, rumors do go around when it sound too good to be true. It might be, you know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, it's not the possibility of the rim of niggas going broke. Because like I said, anything can happen. Motherfucker could be up one day, niggas can be down the next day. You know what I'm saying? Go to be free one day, go to jail the next day, then you broke his head like Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Diddy a billionaire. You get what I'm saying? Crip. He a billionaire. Now he in jail. He ain't got none of billions. He might be on a commissary up, but like, he can't just work with his billions. So it's like, you know, you never know, man. Look at Kanye West. They try to blackball him, take his money out of the way. So it's like, people gotta understand that it's possibilities out here. You know what I'm saying? And I always stay humble. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Mayweather is arrogant, but at the same time, you know, he do like to flash his money on, which that can be kind of arrogant into other people's eyes. Like he said, you can either use that as motivation or you can use that as hate. I use that as motivation. To see a black man succeed, I don't use the materialistic shit as motivation because, like I said, that shit comes and goes. But as far as seeing a black man succeed and win and actually get to where he's trying to get to in life, that's what, you know what I'm saying, you can use as motivation. But yeah, like I said, man, shout out to my people who know Mayweather, and we out this bitch hood, Northside, big crip in the gang hood, Northside shit, man.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. Even though this is instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.